Moneymakers, good day! Welcome to this channel. My name is Paul Du Plessis, aka the EMS guy. Today we're starting with a new topic. It is called the economic systems, and we're gonna focus on the mixed economic system today. So subscribe, hit like, and let's shift our education. Moneymakers, so let's dig right in. This is part 3 of our series on economic systems. This is the mix. So you would have noticed in my previous 2 videos, I had, and I'm doing some free advertising, milk and coffee powder, but in my hand I have a cup. What happens if I just have coffee or I just have milk? I would never have a mix of it and get to something new which I can enjoy. So today we're going to talk about the mixed economic system. See how the advantages of both actually takes away the disadvantages of both. And in this, hopefully, we'll be able to understand more how a mixed system works. Right, so make sure at the end of this video, you know the definition, the origin, the advantages, disadvantages, characteristics of a mixed system. If I go too fast, make sure you revise this video. The internet is full of other sources if you want to go and check and verify, but make sure you learn. That is the end goal of this video. So let's start again. What is a government? This is a group of people. They set policies, make laws to control how a country operates. Responsibilities, we know it's to make laws, policies, create order, make sure the infrastructure is up to date, improve or collect revenue, and they must administer the state. So in a mixed economic system, in the previous 2 we know there was either the left hand and the right hand side of the economic system where it's either free choice or no choice. The rich become richer and the poor becomes poorer, whereas here everyone is treated equally, but there's little competition, so there's no motive, there's no growth. So they said, let us merge and take the positives from all and created it. So in this system, the mixed system, both individuals and government own the land and resources. Now we see something else. The government provides essential services which the private sector cannot supply, like the national roads, like water and electricity, like sewage removal. It's too big for private companies, but now with the government providing it, the private companies can actually supply similar products and actually make a profit, which means businesses grow, expand, more jobs. So where did it started? People said, you know, the market has got its disadvantages, the plan's got its disadvantages, let's mix. And then the problems that was created are solved. What is the advantages and disadvantages? The advantages is this economic system is much more stable than the other 2. Why? They solved most of the problems of them by combining the advantages. The citizens are benefited because the government still helps with subsidies, grants, help businesses to grow, whereas they don't provide their salaries. They have to work now as well. There's increased national production because there's more businesses. People have the choice, and when it's your choice, you can actually choose something that you like. My passion, I can live out my passion. And now you start that as a business. You won't work for one day in your life if that's your business, if that's your passion. Right, the private sector can buy from government's enterprises, but the government can also buy from private sector, which means there's more growth. Disadvantages, because nothing is perfect in this life. There's high taxes and regulation fees. Remember, these laws are now set to help govern a country, help govern businesses. So there's high taxes. It's sometimes not efficient as marketing economies in terms of meeting the needs of the consumers. So consumers will have a wide variety of needs, but sometimes it's not met to the full extent that it should have been in a market economic system. And sometimes government subsidies doesn't always have a good effect on businesses. If you always take out a loan, or not always, if you take out a loan and you can't repay it, then you are declared bankrupt, right? And that means you cannot start a new business. And for an entrepreneur, that is bad. So you want to actually solve it, make sure that you pay back your credit to be able to be an entrepreneur. But if you get grants the whole time, that will take away that drive, right? And then we also see monopolies can start to form. So some characteristics of it, we know both individuals and government own the land. The government supplies essential services that the private companies do not or cannot provide at that high scale, but the private companies can still supply. Like example, in the education sector, the government has public schools, whereas the private sector has got their own independent schools, but they're both running in the same direction. It also allows for the businesses to provide needs which the government cannot do, which is sometimes more expensive. And here we see South Africa has got a mixed economic system. So to wrap it up, what's the 3 questions? Who decides what to produce and at what price? This is a combined decision. The government sets the rules and the businesses can operate in that rules. Who decides how to produce it? The businesses, as long as they stay within the rules. And for whom are the goods and services provided? For everyone that's a consumer in this economy. So I hope that in this lesson you understand that we need a combination of everything in order to make our country great. So let us shift our learning and become positive citizens. See you next time.